Hello everyone. Here is the lesson plan which I am gonna use to teach adolescents about how they use the grammar and how to perform the simple past tense. Here I have the lesson plan that I have designed for teaching this topic to students and determine a name. They are from ninth grade. The topic is past simple, and the main aim is to have students be able to talk about past events. So the specific objectives are to talk about their last vacation. So the lesson plan is going to start by a word map. This word map is a pretty well known game which is called Broken Phone. Teacher is going to split the group into two. Um, the idea is each team to write down on pieces of paper several sentences about the simple past or whatever they want to write. It may be I went to the United States my last vacation, stuff like that. The thing is that each team is gonna write down their sentences so on pieces of paper. They're gonna put it into a bag, and then they're gonna stand in line. They're gonna stand in line like the picture is showing here. And the idea is one student to come to the back, pick up one sentence, read the sentence, and then go and say the sentence to his or her partner's ear. The idea is that sentence that the first students read gets to the final person who has on her hand or his hand a marker and is gonna write down on the board the sentence. The idea is the sentence to be the same they have on the piece of paper they were already picked from the back. Okay, now the idea is after they do that, okay, they're gonna have all of the sentences on the board. It'll be 10 sentences each group. As soon as they finish writing down their sentences on the board, the game stops and teacher is gonna come and take apart all of the sentences they have written on the board. And he's not gonna make the corrections yet. First, he's gonna, after they do that, teacher says to student, okay, we are gonna understand the grammar of speaking about past. And then when we know the grammar, we're gonna review the sentences you are written on the board. So then the lesson continues here, and then teacher is gonna use a PowerPoint presentation that I have already attached on the lesson plan. And here teacher has the grammar to give them enough information about it. Teacher is gonna explain some rules for or the specific rules for working the simple past. In this case, teacher is gonna explain about adding ed after a regular verb and all of the stuff. Here you have irregular verbs. Teacher is gonna explain to students that regular verbs are formed by adding ed to the present tense verb, and there you have some examples how to do that. Also, teacher is going to explain students about regular verbs. Here has the tools for explaining how irregular verbs work in the simple past. After doing that, here there is a little exercise they have which consists on watching a video online, and here they have some gaps they have to fill up after or while watching the videos. It's such a very good exercise for practicing the listening skills and also the writing skills. Also here there is a short quiz on which teacher is gonna work with them. Teacher is gonna develop the exercises here on the presentation, and meantime he's gonna be able to teach the grammar of simple past tense. So after finishing this, then students are gonna practice themselves by going to this link on which they'll find, let me show you here. This is a test online on which they'll be able to practice the grammar they have already learned. So they have to go to that link. My internet connection is not working that good right now, but the thing is that there you have the link. I'm trying to reach it. Okay, very good. Here I am. Then they're going to start here. The test is a test, and teacher is gonna go over the process, giving them feedback and try to teach them things, some aspects they may don't understand yet. And then here they're gonna have the chance to perform this test online, a very good test. I'm really eager to do this test. And then when finishing, they're gonna check their answers here. And they're gonna have a grade for the test, but okay. This test is not for grading yet. This is just for having them practice, but that is not the final test to prove whether they learned the topic or not. Okay, after doing so, then now we are gonna go to the production step, which is very important because here we are going to grade our students' abilities about this topic, and for this, students are gonna take. They're gonna take a piece of paper, maybe on their notebooks. In this step, we're gonna grade like they're speaking or listening. Okay. In this case, on the writing also, because they're gonna write on their notebooks some questions about simple past to ask their partners. Questions may be like, for example, when did you go your last vacation? Where did you go? How was it? Questions like those, and then they are gonna prepare 5 questions, and when they have already prepared their questions, they're gonna stand up in line opposite someone else. And line E is gonna ask questions to line B. The idea is student A is gonna ask student B his question, and it's always gonna be like that. Questions and answers. When they have finished speaking about it, they're gonna rotate so that now student A is gonna be here and is gonna answer his partner's questions. It's a very useful exercise for having them practice their speaking. When they're done that, like our teacher goes around giving them feedback and try to have them understand some things they haven't understood yet. And now, finally, for having the assignment, they're gonna have an assignment an assessment, where on which they're gonna prove that they have really learned how to master this topic. They're gonna take a written test, which is attached on the lesson plan. Here it is. Resources. Teacher is gonna open the PDF file on which you have the test. Teacher is gonna print out all of those papers and gonna hands out to each student one of these tests, and students are gonna have 60 minutes to solve out the test, and this is gonna be graded. And it is here when they're gonna prove that they already know how to master the grammar for this topic. And then after doing that, then they're gonna do the previous exercise again, on which they practice their speaking and the listening skills, which is gonna be very good for their practicing. So okay, this is basically what I have prepared for teaching my students how to master about this topic, simple past present. So nice to be here explaining this to you. Hey teacher, thank you very much. See you later.